Hey, what's up guys, Ghost here, and today I'm bringing you guys all a video talking about the power core, because I really think that it's underrated, just because I barely see this thing being used online, and it's very useful. It's really useful because it does so many great things that you just really don't think that it would help, but it actually does help, and I've been using it for a very long time. These past few months, probably since December or January, I've been running the power core every single time. Like, my streaks are usually UAV hater power core or like Wraith hater power core. Like, I always have a power core all the time because it's so useful, as well with the hater. Like, the hater and the power core are just staples for me, and I always wanted to shed some light on the power core because I truly think that's underrated, and I think that it's a very good score streak. So the power core got buffed, I believe, like 2 times in the past, because beforehand I think the power core lasted about 45 seconds, right? And now it lasts exactly 1 minute, which is great. And also, I think beforehand as well, when the game first came out, it was about 1400 score to get. So it was like, I think 2 kills after the hater, and like I think 1 kill before the GI unit. So that's how much it was beforehand, but now it's 1250. It's right after the hater. So basically, if you get to a hater, then you're most likely going to get the power core, which is awesome. So they buffed it about, I think, 2 or 3 times in the past. I'm not entirely sure about that, but I do know that's the 2 things that they did with it to make it better. So if you guys want to see how many power cores I've called in well over 1,000 power cores, as you guys see right here. And what's weird about it, it says kills per use, and I don't know why it says assists per use. Probably because Treyarch knows that nobody uses it and nobody would care if it says kills per use, and they just like forgot to edit that, and that's just hilarious, dude. But yeah, it says kills per use. It should say assists. I would probably have over like 5,000 or even like 10,000. I really don't know, but I wish they would fix it. Hopefully they do sometime in the future. But I'm gonna tell you guys why it's effective and how you and your teammates would be at an advantage over the enemies, and how they will be at a huge disadvantage while you have a power core active. So the power core reduces enemy thrust movement, so they can't do a full entire slide, they can't do a full thrust jump, which puts them at a very huge disadvantage, just because there are some maps here in BO3 where you need to initiate like a full entire thrust jump just to get, you know, place to place, and sliding is of course very useful here in BO3. The next thing it does, it destroys any streak that is active in the game. So if there's a UAV up, if there's an ACXD, a Guardian, Sentry Gun, any streak, it will destroy that immediately. It also destroys any enemy equipment that's on the ground, so that means shock charges, C4s, as well as trip mines, and it also disables the enemy's HUD, so they can't even see how much ammo they have left in their gun, they can't see their actual mini-map, they can't even call in a score streak, and yeah, they can't even call in their specialist weapon or ability. They can't even do that. And if they also have any ability active, like for example kinetic armor, or if they have vision pulse active, or even active camo, all of that will be disabled immediately, which is great because specialist weapons and abilities are a huge thing to BO3, and all of that is just gone. So here's a good example of all what I said being destroyed by the power core. So there's some trip mines and shock charges in the corner, there's a wraith up in the air, there's wraps falling down, and my friend's about to call in his kinetic armor, and I'm about to destroy all of that with one touch of a button just by calling in the power core. So just watch this, and I doubt this will ever happen in a public match, but here's what happens. Because kinetic armor disappeared, and every single score sheet that was active got destroyed immediately. So that's pretty much everything that the power core can do against the enemy for 1 minute. And 1 minute may not seem a lot of time, but in Call of Duty, like, it's a lot of time, to be honest. Like, for 1 minute, they can't even see their UAV or like their mini map, they can't even call on streaks, they can't really do anything for 1 minute. And just think about like how useful that is for your teammates. Just think about that for yourself as well. Like, they're at a huge disadvantage, and plus, like, when their power cores, like, they can't, it's like they can't do nothing. Like, when I got power core a few times before, it's like, wow, I hate this. I have to deal with this for 1 minute. Like, what? Like, this is stupid, you know? And that's how enemies will feel if you power core them, and it's just very helpful with your teammates, and it just puts them at a huge disadvantage. And that's pretty much everything I want to say about the power core, and I hope you guys use it because it's a very useful score streak. So that's pretty much everything I wanted to say about the power core. And one last thing before I end this video, I think you guys should run like UAV, hater, and power core, because once you get that hater, you know you're 50 points off the power core. You're basically 1 kill away from the power core. And also once you call in that hater, you know what the enemies are, so you can get that one last kill and get that power core immediately. So that's everything, guys. I hope you enjoy it and really use the power core, and tell me how it goes these next few games, I guess, if it's useful for you. And that's everything, so peace out.